Hello, CPAC. I hear you're waiting on someone a little later tonight. Maybe President Donald J. Trump? I was waiting on him for a little bit too, and it's worth the wait. I'm glad I got his support. I am excited to be here. I'm so excited to be standing with you as the Republican nominee for governor of the great state of Michigan. And I have to tell you, the coolest part about this is that seed was planted at a CPAC conference much like this one several years ago as I sat in the audience like you are now. And I encourage you today to let that seed grow inside of you. You can be a difference maker in a space that's becoming increasingly ugly, if we're honest. But today I may be looking out at a new school board member, maybe a future governor, and maybe even the first female president out in that crowd. For me, it's so exciting to be chosen by the people of the great state of Michigan to help end the long, oppressive reign of the queen of lockdowns, Gretchen Whitmer. More than that, though, I can't describe how excited I am about the opportunity we have in Michigan to finally stand up for families who can't afford gas or their groceries, and for their children who saw their schools closed, the halls of learning locked, because the current governor was more interested in seizing control of the state than helping our students. We have our work cut out for us. Those of you who aren't in Michigan have watched as Gretchen Whitmer, one of the worst governors in America, has taken my great state and driven it into the ground. Moms like me who live there, we've done more than watch. We've lived it. We suffer Joe Biden and Gretchen Whitmer's inflation every time we go to the grocery store. We suffer her war on affordable energy every time we fill up the gas tank. You think gas prices are bad here? Michigan routinely has some of the highest gas prices in the entire United States. And that's not an accident, that's the sad part. Moms like me who live in Michigan have watched our children struggle when Gretchen Whitmer closed the school against advice from public health experts, from pediatricians, and student advocates. Gretchen Whitmer ruled by fear when courage was what we needed. Moms, daughters, and granddaughters like me, we know what it's like to live in a state where Gretchen Whitmer imported COVID into our nursing homes while locking out healthy family and friends, leaving our loved ones to die terrified and alone. It's been a long 4 years under Gretchen Whitmer's tyrannical reign. She's been riding with Biden, and they've been driving our state off a cliff. Do you remember when Gretchen Whitmer was auditioning to be Vice President of the United States? Yeah, and yet he picked Kamala. So what does that say about Gretchen Whitmer? I don't know if you remember when she used to go on MSNBC, she had this little Fauci pillow in the corner of her desk. I say we send her crying into that Fauci pillow. What do you say? Yes, because in Michigan, our economy has tanked. Jobs, companies, families have fled our state, and people struggle to pay their bills. It's time to hold Gretchen Whitmer accountable for the pain she has inflicted during the past 4 years. If we don't, the problem is only going to grow. Because trust me, today Gretchen Whitmer is Michigan's problem, but tomorrow, if we don't, she's going to be auditioning again, but this time it's to boot out Joe Biden and get into the White House herself. And none of us want that. What's happened to my state is personal. It's personal to me, and it's personal to everyone who lives in Michigan. Too many of us have suffered under the queen of lockdowns, deemed we were not essential. But I have hope. Together, we will help our students get back on track. We will restore Michigan's education system. We will fund the police and respect rule of law. And we will partner with our job creators instead of being an enemy looking to attack. In Michigan, we will value every citizen because we know everyone is essential. So if you remember one thing today, remember this: let your seed grow. Someday, God may lead you into the same battle for family, and your armor will be strong. So choose courage over fear. Today, I head into my battle for Michigan, and I know the good guys will prevail. We're tough. We've had to be tough. And we're taking Michigan back for our families this November. God bless you, and God bless the beautiful United States of America. Thank you.